I'll put this over here. Big J Cup, don't hate. Folks, folks, folks. I need to talk to you guys. I need you to sit down, relax, put your feet up, take your shoes off. Just don't want to smell them. I need you guys to think about what I'm going to share with you right now. We get these questions all the time, especially from our members, not sure of what they should say to the customer when the phone rings. The number one question you're going to get from your customers right off the bat, how much is your live scan? How much is the live scan cost? And depending how you reply back, how you say it, and what you say will determine the outcome of that call. Keep this in mind. You're a professional in the organization, you're a professional industry, and you have that mindset all the time. You don't want to let the customers dictate to you how to run your organization. I didn't say business. I didn't say your company. I said your organization. Don't let them dictate that. So sometimes we get calls. Change the screen over here for a second here. It talks about, they're going to say, how much is your live scan? By them saying your live scan, that means it's you personally. It didn't see it as an organization. It means they come at you in the way they want you to defend yourself, because what we're going to say to them, they're going to think is full of crap. So one of the techniques that we use sometimes is, how much is your live scan? If it's me, depending on the tone of the call, one of the first questions I may ask that individual, I'm sorry, what state you calling from? What does that mean? What does that do to the person on the other side of the line? Have him or her step back, revisit their thought process. Oh, wow, this must be a real organization, not just a one-person operation. So sometimes just asking a simple question, I'm sorry, which state are you referring to? Where are you calling from? Which location? Let them know that you're an organization, and that also the perceived value starts to set in their mindset. They start thinking like that, okay? And now you come across as a professional, not jumping to conclusions. How much is live scan? You can say, oh, a rolling fee is this, a government fee is this. You lost them. I promise you, you lost them. Now, if they call you, say, how much is your rolling fee? Then share it with them, because they already know how it goes. They may already know the price, the government fee already for their live scan has to get done. They just want to know your rolling fee. And sometimes what we do, we just tell them the rolling fee is and move on. They might say, okay, thank you, hang up. But if you feel like they're shopping around and they're pretty persistent on the call, what we do ourselves sometimes is like, you know what? I'm sorry, sir. Right now, all machines are tied up with the technicians, with the S, plural. What we could do is have you call us back in 30 minutes. Give me your information. I need your ORI number, and go from there. And then when you call back, we have the price for you. Despite the machine might be right next to you and nothing else is going on. You ain't fingerprinting them right now, but you need to focus on being productive. So if they do call back, that means they're serious and they want to come to your location most of the time. If they don't call back, they're just calling around. Probably still in bed, calling everybody they can to get the lowest price available and go over there. And they may spend an hour or 2 hours to save $5. Or they may come like you say, you know what? I saw a price online where their rolling fee is just $12. How come you charging so much? And sometimes they get offended. You just have to know what to say. So if they do call us back, let's say 30 minutes later on, what we do, we say, you know what? One of the technicians just came available. Put your hold right now. Let me look it up for you, as if you're going to do them a favor. Wish you are, no way. But you don't want to stop what you're doing just to look up a price, not knowing if they're going to come to you anyway. Then you can go ahead and look up the price and give them the price at that time. Now, I want you guys to think about these words for right now, and later in the video, we're going to go back and revisit these words: price, charge, cost, fee. Repeat myself: price, charge, cost, and fee. Just think about those, write those down, think about those, and we're going to talk about how they make a big impact on the customer's mindset if you use those words to them, and which word is probably better to say to them versus the other three. All right. So, my question to you, are you asking or are you answering the customers the right way? Are you asking the right questions? Are you answering the questions the right way? What I like to say is, are you answering the questions differently? A little bit more creative. Get them to engage with you. Get them to know, like, and trust you. All right. So I'm going to come back later into the question about how much does the live scan cost, but I want you to think about what I just shared with you, those 4 words. Another thing you might want to ask them early on, if you fall down this path. If you fall down this path, say if you know it, I didn't see your video yet, and I just told a person the other day is they asked me how much it costs, and I asked them, what's it for? That opens up a can of worms sometimes, especially if you're brand new in the industry. They're going to tell you it's for a job. Still haven't answered your question, still can't give them the price. I'm working at a school. I'm a volunteer at a church. So once you ask that particular question and they reply back, it's for a job, what you're going to do then? Might get your ORI number. Because now you're trying to fumble what to say next, not asking the right questions or differently. They're going to say, what's the ORI number? What you going to tell them then? Oh, it should be in your paperwork. What paperwork? It's just for a job. See where this is going? That so-called quick question, how much is the live scan, going to cost you sometimes 3, 4, 5 minutes or more, trying to see what's going on. So just keep those in mind. After you ask the ORI number, because we still going this rabbit hole here, they may say, I don't know. Oh, it's on my phone. Please hold. So now you're sitting there holding, and you're waiting for them to check their cell phone while they're talking to you, trying to look up this ORI number on their phone. And your phones are ringing, you're missing calls because of one simple question. How much is your live scan? All right. Matter of fact, let's go back anyway. What would JW do? How much is your live scan? I don't know. There's different government fees with different government codes. All right, tell them what location you're calling from. We get calls throughout the country. They can say what code. So, okay, when you find the code, just give us the call back. Check with the person or the requesting agency that got the live scan to get the live scan done, or you're assuming it's a live scan because you never asked that question, and get back with us. If they're going to tell you, well, let me check my phone, say, great, give us a call back, and we just go from there. But don't waste your time waiting for them to figure out what they need to get done, because half the time they don't know, and they might be in the same neighborhood. All right. Remember I said earlier, sometimes you need to change or ask your questions differently, or you say your answers differently. They're going to ask you, what should I bring? What you're going to tell them? Remember, you're the professional, but at the same time, you want them to know, like, and trust you. What should I bring? Open-ended question. You know, what you're going to tell them? Your paperwork? What paperwork? And if they realize what they need, they may not have it, have them go ahead and contact the requesting agency and make sure you tell them if the paperwork is required, because some states you just need an ORI number, but for California, you need to have the live scan request forms. And have them bring it in. And make sure when you're on the phone, tell them to bring the physical paper copies. If you don't, they're going to be in the cell phone, they're going to be in a tablet, whatever, coming to you. Oh, it's right here. Here it is. It's right here. Can you read it? Huh? Can you see it? And they expect you to figure it out. So we do tell them to bring in the right paperwork, and they say, okay, I got it. Make sure you tell them specifically, bring in the physical paper copies. For California, please bring in 3 copies of your live scan request form. Okay, if it's for Florida, just make sure they know the ORI number, okay? And the rest, you should have a generic form at your location if you're in Florida, for example. Now, what would JW say? If I got all the stuff taken care of already, and I know they got the paperwork, or I have the ORI number for certain states, I tell them something kind of funny. Oh, if you don't mind, can you bring in some fingers and thumbs with you? They're like, what? Yes, sir. Just, if you don't mind, bring some fingers and thumbs, and we get you taken care of and get in here. They can remember the fingers and thumbs, but they also know to bring the ID too. But you kind of broke the ice. You kind of broke the barrier, and they feel more comfortable, and you have a sense of humor, and you have a life, and you're a real person. And they like that. Now, what would you tell them? You're going to take JW's line? Bring some fingers and thumbs with you. One person came to our office and said, hey, JW. I said, yes, sir. Were you on the phone with me? Like, yes, I was. I brought my finger. Oh, we mean just your finger. All he had was just one finger on one of his hands. He started laughing at me. But it's okay. He brought that with him. But have a sense of humor if you can. Try to lighten up the conversation with the folks on the phone. Be polite and professional. But don't be too strict or serious where you're going to chase them away or they have some type of negative attitude when they show up. That makes it even harder for you to capture some quality prints based off their attitude. All right. Remember to say keep it professional. They're going to ask you sometime, what if I have a criminal record? What does that mean to you guys? Seriously, write in the comment section right now and listen to this video. When a person asks you on the phone, what if I have a criminal record? What happens then? What would you tell them? For me, I think that's the joke. Either you know you got a criminal record or you don't got a criminal record. Nothing in between. Okay? What if I got a criminal record? What would I tell them? I should be, hold on for a second here. Because sometimes it could be joking, it could be serious, but at the same time, it's a question that you shouldn't answer because you don't know what's going on in that particular way. But what I would say sometimes is, well, if I got a criminal record, I say, did you get out yet? Are you still in jail? If you're still in jail, tell Pookie I said, what's up? That's exactly what I say. Are you out yet? Are you still in? If you're still in, please tell Pookie JW said, what's up? And hopefully they catch a joke there because they realize the type of question was a question we can't answer. Because either they know they have a record or not. Now, if they say, I was arrested before for a felony or for misdemeanor, will this affect me doing the background check? So no, the background check will still be done. Well, what's going to be reported to requesting agency? Tell them this. I don't know. I'm not sure what the government has, what they're going to share with the requesting agency. But for clarification, contact your requesting agency for more information and share with them what's going on. You don't want to tell them, well, don't say nothing to anybody to see what happens. If they have something on their record and they're asking you, tell them the truth. You might want to share this with the requesting agency and see what happens. They may accept this issue. You might have been arrested for DUI. Who knows the case may be. But if you've been arrested for like robbing a bank, that might affect your outcome of certain jobs. Now, you think I'm saying bank robber for a joke? True story. It is true. Guy came to us. We were fingerprinting the gentleman. He says, what would show up in my background check? I said, everything that happened in the past. Well, how far would it go? I got quiet and I looked at him. I said, very professional. Dude, what'd you do, rob a bank or something? And he looked at me. He's like, yes, armed robbery. And this is the true story, folks. And I said in so many words, heck yes. Armed robbery at a bank, they're going to have your fingerprints on record still, so the incident going to be on file. What should I do? I said, you're already here. You already paid for the services. That's our policy. You pay ahead of time. Write that down. And you should go ahead and see what happens. If they come back negative with your request to get a professional license, challenge it. If it happened 20, 30 years ago, say that you're a foreign person, get somebody involved with you, help you write the letter and dispute it. Challenge it. And to make a long story short, about a year later on, I found out the guy did get his license. Okay. He did get his license for some type of counseling or something like that. He did get his license. So he did try and he didn't give up. All right, then. Where are we at here? Okay, then. This question here will get you, the technician, sometime caught between, caught in spot, rough spot. They're going to call you sometime. What time do you close? You're right down the road. And you might close at 5 o'clock, not realizing what time it is. And they say they're right down the road. Now here it is. They say, okay, we're on our way. And they hang up. What you going to do? Are you going to wait for somebody to show up? Did they tell you they're coming to your location? Are they coming to your location? Did you ask the right question, saying which location you're referring to come to? Did you share it with the individual? The last walk-in is a half hour prior to closing. That helped mitigate the last rush to your office when you close at 5 o'clock. And here it is 4:59 and 59 seconds. And you got 5 people running through that door. So they said, what time do you close? We're right down the street. That's what they said. We're right down the street. Another question is, what street you're referring to? How long before you arrive to our office? Come inside of our office. All these questions are very important. You might have to tell them to come back a different day, because if they right down the street, just 5 miles down the street, I might cost you another half hour, depending what street they're referring to in the traffic. So ask the right questions, ask the best questions possible, and let them know what's going on. All right. What if you don't know the answer to the question? We're going to tell you to tell the truth. I don't know the answer to the question. It might be a very good question, but you're not the person to tell them the answer to the question, because it's outside of your jurisdiction, quote unquote, or perhaps you don't want to get involved with certain questions they have. Hey, if I get this background check done and I don't get the job, do I get my money back? Our case would be no. Or I get the background check done and somehow they told me I didn't get the job because I've been arrested before. What should I do? You know what? Tell me you're not sure. Or they ask you, how far back does the background check go? Will it show everything? It depends on what type of background check. It depends what level of background check it is. It depends on what license they're going for or what job they're going for. But the best thing to do is have them contact the requesting agency for clarification. That's what you tell them. Say, I'm not really sure, but contact your licensing board, contact your HR department for clarification, because they get these background checks all the time. There should be more of an insight. Tell them that. Now, let's go back again to the question, how much is your live scan? And remember, we talked about the fees, the charge, the price, and the cost. So, how much did your live scan cost? You don't want to say the cost is this. It's kind of defensive, kind of rough, as if it's an extra fee, it's a markup. Or the charges, we charge this. If you're saying we charge $75 for this particular live scan, it seems like you're patting the books. It seems like there's room for negotiation. It seems like you're trying to rip them off. Okay, then. Or the price is the same thing. How much is your car? How much you can cost me charging for the car? Or the price for car is this. Because every time you buy a car, you always hear about prices sometime. There may be some type of room for negotiation there. A car is $10,999.99. It sounds like a salesperson. They're trying to get you to spend more money. Little room. But if you say, well, how much is the live scan? Sir or ma'am, the fee is blah, blah, blah. By you saying fee, it comes across as professionalism. It evokes a way of value-added service, and there's less room from trying to get you to lower your fee, because the fee is kind of set in stone, and it's more accepted. So try to avoid saying the cost is this, the charge is this, the price is this for the live scan or for the ink card. No, The service fee or the fee is this. The fee for the ink card is $34 per card. The fee for a live scan is $79 for this particular live scan. Say the word fee. It's a lot professional, it's a lot better, and try it. It doesn't hurt. Try it. Folks, if you like what you're hearing, let us know in the comment section. And please put your questions in the comment section, other questions you may have you want us to answer for you, or what we would say compared to what you would say. And we also ask you guys to please join our YouTube channel or the platform that you're on right now. We try and get to 2,000 subscribers quickly as possible. That's our goal. We're just a few hundred short. So please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. And if you're not a member of the National Light Skin Association, why not? They get more good content like this on a regular basis, free and exclusive training from members every month. Take advantage of it. Join the National Light Skin Association. Until then, be safe, have fun, get in trouble, but don't get caught. Bye for now, folks. Take care.